So, negative self-talk. I see it everywhere. I see it in so many people close to me. I see it in myself. So we've let our mind, we've let that take control. We've let that. It's hijacked our system. When we're having thoughts, like the little thoughts of I'm not good enough, or oh, you're an idiot, or, like calling yourself these names, it keeps certain beliefs perpetuating. It keeps certain cycles perpetuating. Like it keeps those thoughts is what they add, and they keep the cycle of going. So it reaffirms our self-hatred, our unworthiness, these thoughts that ramble in our head. So this is about observing that, bringing conscious awareness to that. It's not about stopping these thoughts, because these thoughts are a byproduct of something else. They're the symptoms of a much deeper illness, I guess. So like, what's making our mind have thoughts of self-condemnation, or just thoughts of unworthiness or insecurity? Why is this happening? And like, it stems from, everyone's different, everyone has their own thing, but for me, and what I've gone through and what I've seen from a lot of this, and bringing awareness to these patterns and cycles and things, and really observing myself, for me, a lot of this self-criticism comes from like a deep-rooted unworthiness, like just not being good enough. And it's like, we'll have these thoughts of like insecurity as like, oh, I don't look good enough, or I'm not enough, I need this job to be good enough, I need to prove this. See, all these things are the surface level, like what we're seeing, they're the symptoms, but there's like something at play that's causing these thoughts to come up. So when we bring conscious awareness, and what I mean by that, like, it's observing these things rather than judging them, rather than being judgmental. And if we are judgmental of these things, we observe that. So this is about being the witness rather than the victim, being the witness of these patterns rather than be overly identified with these patterns and believing them to be us. It's about taking a step back and sitting in the witness. Sitting in the witness is awareness. It's watching. It's non-judgmental. When we do that, we bring light to these patterns. Like, we're bringing awareness to them, and the more and more we bring awareness to these patterns, the less these patterns have control over us, the less these patterns have power over us, the more we bring them back to the light. So, people say, how do I stop these thoughts of madness in my head? It's not about stopping the thoughts, because we can't stop our thoughts. Like, we can quiet the mind through exercises and stuff, but the mind will just keep running. And the more we try and control the mind, monkey mind, you tell them, let's say I tell you to think about monkeys, what's the mind going to do, right? You can't stop it from thinking about monkeys. You can't control it. So the more we be a witness of it, the more we we disidentify, we create space between these thoughts and our true self, like the witness, pure awareness. That's how we stop I won't say stop these thoughts. That's how we go to the root cause, I guess, of why these thoughts are coming, why these thoughts of negative self-talk, and why it's here. It's that's just the surface level. Those thoughts that, we got to peel back the layers. We got to every day being more aware of what you're saying to yourself, and what emotions that's bringing up. That's how we break free of these patterns. That's how we break free of these patterns of unworthiness and self-hatred. We observe. We don't. Observing is disidentifying from these patterns, so we're not so involved. And that's not a suppressing. It is witnessing, it's allowing, it's seeing. And the more we do that, the more, I guess, the root cause starts to come up. The more we inquire, the more we bring awareness to the surface level, the further we can go down to the root cause. And this is for the people that actually want to do that, because a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people are just running, and that's cool. So this is for the people that want to start being free of these patterns. So it's about bringing conscious awareness, watching, observing, non-judgmentally, not judging these thoughts that are coming up, because that just perpetuates it. Like, if we're having thoughts of like you call yourself an idiot, I'm an idiot, why'd I do that? And then if you have a certain level of awareness, and then you go, I shouldn't be thinking that, like, that's the judgmental. So observing that you're being judgmental to certain patterns, and that's how we break free of it. We observe, we detach, rather than just playing in these thought loops. These thought loops are like, I'm not good enough, or you're an idiot, and then I shouldn't be thinking that. Why am I thinking that? Like we just observe all these thoughts, and that's what meditation is. Not every meditation, but bringing more awareness, witnessing, allowing these things to unfold within you, and just witnessing. And it's, for a lot of people, this doesn't make sense, because we're so ingrained in patterns that we don't understand that we're more than these patterns. We're more than what we perceive ourselves to be. And I guess it takes... Not everyone can do this, because everyone has the capability to sit in the witness, to observe rather than judge and criticize. We all have that, but some people are so ingrained that they're locked into some sort of system, and I guess this is for the people that have a certain degree of self-awareness, have a certain degree of self-awareness, where you can start observing. And it's not even a doing. It's like you're not actively observing. It's basically just like being the witness is not doing anything. It's just being. It's just being. It's not an action. It's like the opposite of an action, if that makes sense. Like, the more we consciously observe these patterns over and over again, because that's what it takes. It's not a one and done thing. We don't just observe a thought and a pattern and then it goes away because we've bring awareness to it. It takes time. Like, these things are conditioning. These things have been built into us And we've got heavy belief systems that control our lives. So we've got to bring awareness every day, more awareness and self-awareness. When we do that over and over again, slowly these patterns, they lose their charge. We see the false belief that it stems from for what it truly is. Like, because a lot of these patterns of self-hatred and these things where we tell ourselves we're not good enough, they stem from like a belief, a false belief, like a false belief that we're not worthy enough, that and that can bring up hatred and a lot of things. So yeah, I think that'll do. I'm just looking at some notes here that I think that's pretty good. So I appreciate you for tuning in. If you've watched this video, you have my gratitude, you have my love. I really appreciate anyone that's made it this far and listened to me ramble. So thank you. Cheers. See ya.